Welcome, please. Welcome. Remain seated. Welcome.
Hello my loves and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess if you're new around here, and if you're not new around here, then welcome back. It's great to see your beautiful face shining, 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 yeah. Today's video is very exciting. I am going to be following the trend of answering questions you're too afraid to ask anyone. I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon. You know what else is really great about this video? We have a sponsor for today. This video is in partnership with Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. There's honestly so much on Skillshare that you guys can explore, especially right now. You guys are most likely bored at home. There are so many things that you can learn on there, so many projects to be created, so much knowledge to be had. Do you know what I mean? And what's also amazing is that it's actually an online learning community, so there are other people on there too, other people that are learning just like you, who you can get involved with, chat with, create beautiful projects with. Skillshare offers creative classes designed for real life and all the circumstances that come with it. These lessons can help you stay inspired, express yourself, and introduce you to a community of millions. If you're uncertain about what's next, a creative challenge or productivity class may offer a helpful structure for setting small goals and feeling a fulfilling sense of accomplishment. I feel like you guys might be interested in the personal development category on Skillshare. There's so many different classes that you can take in bettering yourself. A class that I've just found very helpful is the How to Make a Podcast by 𝘾𝙃𝘼𝘏𝘾𝙊𝙁. This class is so thorough and so helpful, and it's actually given me a lot more confidence to start and go in with a bang. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial of premium membership, so you can explore your creativity, baby. Let's get into the questions, shall we? Okay, back at it with my dirty phone. It's a dirty pig and it needs to wash its hands. I never finish with my partner unless I'm using a toy. Why? I honestly cannot tell you the exact reason why, of course, because I'm not you, you know. Personally, I can kind of relate because I've always struggled to orgasm when I'm with a partner. When I'm masturbating, girl, I get there, I can do it, it's cool, I know what I'm doing, I know what I like, and I'm in my own safe space. And I think that's what it is. I think when you're with another person, there's like so much energy going on. Like, you've already got your own energy to deal with, and then you've got their energy as well. It can be quite a lot, and also it can be very intimidating, and it's also like you get stage fright. We feel like there's like this pressure put on us, which mostly is just put on us by ourselves, but like sometimes it may be put on by other people. We don't want to let them down, we want them to have a good time, and we get in our head too much. So when we're like thinking that, oh my god, like I really want to come, I really like, I want, you know, them to know that they made me feel good or blah blah blah, it definitely can take its toll on your mind. Like, honestly, I would just be laying there, yeah, they would be trying to do their thing, and I'm just literally like, bro, like they've been trying for like the past 20 minutes now, it's a bit peak, my brain is literally in another place. You've just got like mind block. Your mind is cock blocking you. Oh no. Your mind is pussy blocking you, baby. It's not letting you get there. That's literally something that you need to work on with yourself. I get it, I really do get it. I actually did a collab with 𝘾𝙃𝘼𝘏𝘾𝙊𝙁 about this, actually. An episode about I can't orgasm. For a long time, I wasn't able to actually like orgasm, or not even like I wasn't able to orgasm, but like it would take me ages. It would be so annoying because I could feel it's just right there. Like, you know when it's just like right there, it's like the tip of the iceberg, but it's just like it's not. Like it's there, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? But when you're with a partner, what I like to do is I like try to kind of like meditate a little bit. It might sound a bit kinky dooky. If they're doing their thing on you, say if they're eating you out, I don't know, whatever they're doing to try and make you reach orgasm, I like to close my eyes, okay? Close your eyes over, guys, and visualize your clitoris, okay? However you want to visualize it, you can visualize it as a diamond, but visualize that diamond as having a connection with your clitoris, okay? And then just like focus your energy there. Do you know what I mean? So try and focus on your clit. If you're reaching orgasm through clitoral stimulation or whatever it is, try and visualize that part of yourself and focus your energy there. I know it sounds a bit mad, and like it will take a while for you to be able to build up that practice, but trust me, it's so worth it, and it draws you back into the moment. It's so easy for us to have mad thoughts pop into our head, you know? There's nothing wrong at all with only being able to reach orgasm through a toy. However, as you're saying you're with your partner, I think it would be worth like possibly even like maybe practicing some things together, depending on, you know, your relationship and stuff. But it's definitely a good shout to try and work through it together, you know? I'm waffling, I'm actually waffling. Being scared of not coming and making the other person feel bad. I relate to this, I really relate to this. I have been through that a lot, and I think that's also a thing that really then pushed my mind to talk shit and not let me come at all. You start overthinking, you know, us humans, we like to overthink a lot of things, don't we? We go round and round and round. Instead of actually enjoying the moment, we focus on bullshit. Trying to be present is the thing that's the most important, you know, because they'll be down there for a while or whatever and you're like, fuck, like I just don't feel it, like I'm not in the right place mentally. Maybe you're thinking about some madness, and then you start feeling bad because then you know how hard they're working trying to make you orgasm, then you feel bad. Really and truly, sex isn't about orgasm. And I think that's something that we need to really remember. I know for such a long time heterosex was just all about it's only sex if the man comes. You can have a great time, feel super, super good without having to reach orgasm. I've definitely had sex with people before. Neither of us have reached orgasm, but it's okay. That's not the be all end all. As long as you had a good time, you're having a whale of a time, having an elephant of a time, having a chimpanzee of a time. Do you know what I mean? That's all that matters. Just try and take the orgasm off the pedestal because it doesn't need to be there. What needs to be on the pedestal is enjoying yourselves and just having a good time, okay? Just try and retrain your brain to think that way. It's kind of like CBT, isn't it? Like cognitive behavioral therapy. Changing the way you think about things and changing the way that you connect one thing to another thing. Like connecting sex to orgasm. No, it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be at all. Okay? I'm scared to have sex, but anyone else... What? I think they're trying to say, I'm scared to have sex with anyone else because of how my vagina looks. I feel you. I really, really feel you. I've been there. If you guys don't know, I actually have experienced mad insecurities with my flaps for a long, long time. I've definitely accepted it now. I don't hate my flaps, but I do look at them and I go, rah, that definitely looks like a ham baguette type situation. Like, you know, when like the wafer thin ham is just like... like that over the top, you know? And I've really been trying to come to a place of like self-acceptance, you know? That's what my whole thing is about. Body honesty, just being honest with yourself and realizing that, hey, if you want to change it, you can, but if you actually don't want to, then you're gonna have to accept it and stop hating yourself. True say, no one gives a fuck about what your flaps look like, baby. Honestly, no one cares. They just want to make love to you or they just want to fuck you, whatever they want to do, and that's okay. Personally, no one has ever cared about my flaps, and my flaps aren't like the neat little slit. No, no, no. No, no, no. I don't hate my flaps anymore now. Yes, when you have sex with someone, you will be conscious of your flaps. You will be thinking about it. But really, they don't care. I've been with a few females. I didn't even care about what their flaps looked like. Genuinely could not give a toss, mate. All I wanted to make sure was they were having a good time. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on your self-acceptance. Acceptance? Jesus. If you want to be active with somebody, then do it. Don't let your flaps hold you back. You know what? I might put that on a t-shirt. Don't let your flaps hold you back. I actually think I can sing, you know. Sometimes it burns during sex, but I don't have an STI, STD. Is it normal? This I cannot relate to. However, I do know of people who experience pain with sex. I swear that's what vaginismus is. You know what? Let's get the definition for vaginismus. So there are a few different vaginal conditions which can cause you pain during sex. A painful spasmodic contraction of the vagina in response to physical contact or pressure, especially during sexual intercourse. Yeah, this could be what you're experiencing as a painful feeling, as a burning sensation. I googled something else and this came up, and actually this sounds like something which might be a bit more relevant to you. This is something called vulvodynia. Have a little read and it might be helpful. You can go from there. Okay, so it says treatments for vaginismus include talking therapy, relaxation techniques, and pelvic floor exercises. The treatment usually focuses on managing your feelings around penetration, exercises to gradually get you used to penetration. With your partner, whoever it is that you're just, you know, want to have fun with, be open with them, and just say that you want to take control today. You want to test it out and try different positions and see what works for you. Always, always, always use lube. Not that that's going to 100% help, but it possibly may do. Like, even if you do tend to get quite wet anyway, lube is always great. Thumbs up if I should become a sex educator. Maybe I already am. Maybe I'm a sex educator in the making. How do I deal with a fetish I'm really ashamed of? Not in a partner context, just for myself. Even taking the fetish part of this out of this situation, how to deal with thoughts that you're really ashamed of. Our shadow selves. I spoke about our shadow selves a fair bit in this video here. We have to accept that we are not perfect and that throughout our lifetime there have been things that have manifested themselves in our brains in different ways. You know when you have like impulsive thoughts and sometimes you sit back and you're like, raw, That is mad. Like, I am fucked up. How am I thinking that? Taking that from that moment and then like kind of trying to accept the fact that that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're a sicko or you're disgusting for thinking this way. Am I making sense? I think I'm making sense. Just realize that you're not a bad person. Just realize that throughout life, shit happens to us. We're taught to be a certain way and we're taught to push back certain parts of ourselves. And without us even realizing it, those things can manifest in our subconscious and become a madness. They can become a madness. But just realizing and accepting that that's actually truly not your fault and that's just life. It is what it is. And it's all about self-acceptance. Does just plain penetration actually feel good without direct clit stimulation? It definitely does. Personally, for me, absolutely. I personally really enjoy penetration. I enjoy both. I've never actually orgasmed through penetration. I do only orgasm through clitoral stimulation. However, I can squirt through penetration and clitoral stimulation, but I'm much more likely to squirt through penetration. Penetration doesn't feel good for everybody. How can you explain penetration feeling good? Does anyone actually like getting their vulva inner lips sucked while getting eaten out? Interesting. I actually don't think I've ever had a partner suck my inner lips. I don't know. I think I would like it. Why not? I mean, there's not actual like any direct pleasure. I probably appreciate a bit of nibbles. Maybe, and yes, sucks, maybe like sucks like, you know, like proper. I've definitely heard other people say that they enjoy it. If I give a blowjob, would I throw up because I have bulimia and it's easier to throw up? Not necessarily. If you're trying to deep throat it, there is a possibility that, yeah, I definitely have felt that before, but that's something that you also need to train in yourself. Practice honestly makes perfect for most sexual activities. I understand that, yeah, having bulimia would make it all a lot easier to throw up, but you know, you don't need to deep throat it. Only if you really want to give it a go, and then when you do give that a go, make sure that you're focusing, you know, on not throwing up. Is not having your dream sex worth breaking a long-term, otherwise happy relationship? It can get a bit peak when it comes to answering questions like this. If you haven't already discussed with your partner, trying new things in the bedroom to spice things up, because you never know. They may also be thinking the same thing. They may also want to be getting a bit more frisky in the bedroom, you know? But if you know that that's not something they want to try or get down with, then there's only so long you can hold back that part of yourself. For it to not be your dream sex every single time, and every single time it's just like, yeah, that was alright, and you're not fulfilled and you're not satisfied, then I would, yeah, take that as you will. But personally, sex is important and enjoying it is important too. So masturbation ... How do you start? Like, how do you become comfortable doing it? I started pretty young, I'd say. I first discovered that there was a pleasure point down there probably about 9, I don't know, very, very young. If you want to masturbate for the first time, you don't need to make it a big deal, but also why not? We're in quarantine, it's fun. Set the scene, it's the evening, you know, the lights are low, maybe you've got a candle, maybe you've got an incense burning. You can watch a movie that's like, you know, quite romantic and sweet, and maybe there's a few sex scenes. Of course you can watch porn, or of course you can just relax with yourself. Just go down there, touch yourself, and just like feel all around, feel what parts you feel you enjoy the most. Of course, the clitoris is the part where there is major nerve endings. We have a lot of nerve endings down there, so there's a lot of pleasure to be had. You can use 1 finger, you can use 2. You know, if it's your first time, I do recommend 2, and then, you know, circles, you know. Up and down, you know, does work too, but I think up and down works more so when you're already like into the sesh. And then all of a sudden you might be like, oh, that's nice. And then you'll probably be masturbating every single day for a long time, especially during quarantine. If you've not got any juices down there, you know, you're not wet or whatever because it's the first time and you're like, what the hell's going on? Enjoy, let me know how it goes. How do I get the confidence to take my shirt off during sex? First of all, you need to have the confidence to have your shirt off in front of yourself. You need to look at yourself in the mirror, topless. You absolutely need to practice that. It's all about feeling sexy and feeling confident. Even if you have like a really sexy bra on and that makes you feel good, like you don't need to take your bra off, you know, straight away. Like a lot of people actually enjoy seeing someone in lingerie more so than seeing them naked. It's a bit more stimulating. It can be a bit more fun. I know that guys also experience this too, like lack of confidence when it comes to taking their shirts off. You just need to find confidence within yourself, babes, honestly. Just like take pictures of yourself topless, just like practice it as much as you can and see it as much as you can, and just know that they are going to enjoy it no matter what. Honestly, they're going to enjoy it no matter what. Practice that self-acceptance If you can do the self-love part, do that too, but all you've got to do is accept yourself. Within time, that will get easier to take your shirt off every single time. Does pussy taste good? I don't really know if it has much of a taste. It depends on the punani, you know? Everyone's pussy is different. Everyone's discharge is different. Everyone's odor is different. No two vaginas smell the same, trust me. Obviously, depending on the diet that person's had, depending on their hygiene, everything ties into one. But the pussies that I've eaten absolutely tasted good because I enjoyed it and I wanted them to feel good. So them feeling good, I feel good. Do you know what I mean? That's what matters. Why has sex never felt like anything special? My orgasms are so weak and sex feels like a chore. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't relate to this, but there are many people out there that can relate to this. I think you maybe, I can't diagnose you, but maybe you might fit into the asexual community. Maybe you don't get that stimulated from the idea of sex or from orgasms, and that's perfectly normal. Look up different sexualities. Do some research for yourself and realize that, you know, you don't actually have to do sex. You don't actually have to have sex. There are people and partners out there, if you did want to be in a romantic relationship with someone, who also feel the same as you, and it could be happy as Larry. You guys can just be chilling and do what the fuck you want without sex and no pressure for that. Look into that and hopefully you'll find yourself, and maybe if it's not that, then potentially maybe you need to really find yourself sexually. Maybe there are other things that you're interested in that you're not doing yet, and therefore you're not stimulated because actually you need a lot more to be stimulated. How to stop queefing. Me and Boyf just laugh about it now. Mate, I can't give you any advice because I'm a top queefer. It just happens. Air goes in, air comes out. It is as simple as that. I have zero advice. How can I pleasure my girlfriend properly? I'm not very experienced. Babes, ask her what she likes. Simple as that. Number one thing with sex, communication for the nation. I am so more than happy and prepared and willing to ask what they enjoy. Literally be like, yo, you know what? I want to have a good time with you, babes. What do you like? What do you enjoy? Just tell me what you like, because I don't want to waste time doing something that you don't like, and I want to make sure that I'm doing what you like so you feel good, and then therefore I feel good because you're feeling good. Honestly, you might feel a bit awkward at first, like, oh, you know, what do you like during sex? But actually, what makes you feel good? Where would you like me to focus on? Is there anything new that you want to try, or is there anything that you really enjoy that you'd like me to do more of? Let me know. And is there anything that you don't enjoy? Let me know that too, because I don't want to waste time doing it. It will feel a bit cringy, you might feel a bit awkward, but that minute conversation of maybe you feeling awkward is gonna lead to much more time enjoying yourselves. Okay. I've actually got so many more questions left, yeah? I feel like I've spent so much time answering each one because for some reason I feel like I've always got to dive so fucking deep into each question and do the best I can for each person that I've literally got so many more questions left. But I'm gonna have to end the video here. Comment down below if you want me to do a part 2. Guys, I set up an email, okay, for you guys to send in any of these types of questions, any types of fantasies, any sex dreams, anything that you need advice for. I've set up an email, okay? The email is getinvolvedwithjess@gmail.com. I will put it in the description. Please note, anything you email in is going to be used in the video. Please don't forget that the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description will get 2 months free Skillshare premium membership, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe. Please hit the notification bells. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful life, and I'm gonna see you back here very, very soon. Much love. Peace. Let's have a sip of Caprice. Did you ever like blow the packet back up and put the lid back on it? And actually, did we have lids like this back in the day? I don't think we did. We just had the stabby straw ones, innit? And I asked a friend if they wanted some, and then and it was just air.